I would like to say a little bit about this. 2-3 years ago, as we were looking at what was coming down, not just in Cupertino, but in San Jose and in Sunnyvale and Mountain View, we saw a lot of development going on. A lot of new office space, a lot of housing, and we're all on this council. I'll have to tell you, we are activist council in this region. So, Barry has done a lot of activism on this. Savita is now on the VTA board, representing all the cities of the West Valley. That's a really key assignment that she was given. There are 5 cities. She is our rep from all 5 of those cities. So that's very helpful to us. Yes, and I worked with other cities up and down the corridor as we were discussing Measure B. There was 0 funding. There was no project for any transit on Highway 85. And in fact, what VTA wanted to do was give us a cheap fix. That is a self-funded express lane, a toll road. And all that would have done in paving the median was give us 1,650 extra cars per hour in carrying capacity. That's not even one high-tech campus worth. So, what did we do? We organized, we banded together the West Valley cities, the North County cities, and we demanded our fair share out of Measure B, which passed, voters passed in November. We were able to do that because folks promoting Measure B, and frankly a lot of folks that wanted to see BART heavily and fully funded, BART is getting there, but they frankly have had a big interest in making sure that San Jose projects have gotten funded at our expense. We've now changed the dynamic. We now have a policy advisory board for SR 85 on which I represent Cupertino. We have more recently expressed our concern to San Jose about their urban village plan. We did this in meetings that Savita had with the mayor of San Jose, meetings and discussions I've had with Chappie Jones. We said, where is your transit plan? We see nothing, right? We see nothing material. We issued a set of legal memos. So that was an indication to them they ought to take us seriously. We had an op-ed in the Mercury News that was, signed by Savita and me and a council member, the mayor of Santa Clara. We had the board member, Teresa O'Neill from Santa Clara, who had also approved this. We used her name in the body of this document. We basically made an overture to them. We said, you need to help us mitigate this. And we talked about the fact that we are passing, we are looking at ways of making sure that development pays its fair share of these transit projects. We suggested they do the same. And we also asked them to study transit along the Stevens Creek corridor. We got a positive response to San Jose, not complete, right? Not to the satisfaction of some of you in this room, I know, right? Who are very concerned about the height of the hotel, I get it. But what we did get was a formal memo from Sam Liccardo that was signed by Chappie Jones, who's also on the VTA board, representing West San Jose, by Teresa O'Neill, representing the city of Santa Clara, by
Supervisor Ken
Yeager, who is on the board representing, this general neck of the woods, and by Savita, okay? Directed to VTA staff. And guess what? When you have 5 of 12 board members, VTA, especially the mayor of San Jose, VTA actually pays attention. As a result of that memo, now the Stevens Creek corridor will be studied. All of this takes incredible amount of time. It's not, I can't tell you, having worked at this for 3 years, right, that I would like to say we are instantly fixing this. But I will tell you that this city council blocked the effort to turn the median that was dedicated and reserved for transit into just another toll road lane, okay? The city council did that with a lawsuit, and we joined with Saratoga and Los Gatos in that. So my bottom line to you is we are doing our damnedest to make sure that we do not continue to be a transit island or transit desert. And if you're really interested in the subject, I would suggest that you go to City Channel webcasts and take a look at the excellent panel that we had here last Thursday night. And then you can go see the housing one, and you can understand how these two topics are related. So I thought for the benefit of you, Kathy, and others in the audience, I mean, we ought to be talking, in my mind, more proactively about all these efforts we're making in the interest of our residents to try to address this issue, which is obviously a regional issue, and we can't simply solve it. We can't solve it just within Cupertino. This is obviously much bigger than us.